housing crisis exhausts itself, trying to prevent the housing markets from going down merely prolongs the agony.
Anyway, okay, hey, yeah, I am going to respond, and I watched your video and I actually took a few notes. They're not good notes, but they are the points I want to make, but they're very terse, so maybe I should have watched it again, but I don't really think I have to. So this is a response to rrawwbb, and I'm in a very nondescript location. Anyway, okay, one, I think I think you made some good criticisms, but some of the things I can straighten up by just telling you what's going on, and the other one is that there's some truth to what you say. Now, first of all, well, I'm not sure which I should do first. Okay, I guess first, on cause and effect, I'm not against cause and effect. You have to understand, my point with cause, or maybe you do, maybe you've seen my videos, I don't want to assume you don't understand, but let me just tell you the context here. I have people saying there's no free will, and they're doing so based on a classical model, okay, a Newtonian type of model of physics that's no longer, correct. I also have people saying things like, well, either the world is reasonable or it's unreasonable. If it has reasons, then it's determined, and if it's unreasonable, then it's random. No, dichotomies don't work that cleanly, and the thing is, it's because I'm not here to say there's no gist of cause and effect. Of course there is, but you said it exactly what I tend to say when I'm trying to speak more precisely about cause and effect. There's an energy transfer. Based on what we know, it's not even really safe to say that the cause precedes the effect, insofar as in physics, there is a principle of reversibility. And yeah, time exists as a dimension, but nothing in physics has ever said that time, runs one way or the other. The effect could come before the cause. Time could run backwards. And think about it, if it did run backwards, you would forget things instead of remember, so you wouldn't know. If time was going, it's kind of going back and forth like this, you wouldn't know, because you'd build memories in one direction and you'd lose them in the other. And anytime you came forward, you would have subtracted exactly as much. Like running a film backwards and forwards, the essence of the film, the experience would still be in the forward direction, because that's the direction that we form memories in. So I'm not against the idea of cause and effect. The gist of it, yes, I believe in cause and effect, and there is time, and there is transfer of energy. My point really there is just to try to attack people's understanding when they're going to say, well, there's no free will because of cause and effect, and they're acting like cause and effect are really well understood. No, they're just concepts trying to wrap around a phenomena. A phenomena we've only started to understand. Well, I can't even say that we understand it now. Our understanding of time and space has changed a lot in the last 100 years. I think it's pretty safe to say that we have not really fathomed what we've already discovered. So I just don't want to let people use cause and effect as though they can draw a concrete conclusion. My point is that cause and effect kind of throw a net around some phenomena, and there's something inside this net, but cause and effect is this big shape, and whatever's inside there is not cause and effect. And I can think of various problems with cause and effect as concepts. It doesn't mean there isn't a phenomena that is still related to that concept. It just means our characterization of that phenomena is incomplete. So I'm not going to submit to an argument that things having reasons means that they're cause, means that there's no free will. That doesn't make sense to me. And as I said in that other video, especially because I see dualism creeping in. When people are saying, well, there's no free will because how could there be something outside? What is it controlling us? I don't believe that. I think the thing is a phenomena that is, well, I wouldn't say controlling, but because I just think will is a factor. And when I talked about the the many worlds interpretation. Again, that's not so much, I don't believe that. It's too speculative for me to believe. But metaphorically, it's very important to understand what that picture involves, because that picture is a deterministic picture where everything that's possible happens. And will would be choosing which path to go on. And this is how I think our will is. It's not free. You can't choose to just fly into the air, but you can choose to take a path to the airport and get in the air that way. You have limited choices, a finite set of choices. Or maybe, well, anyway, let's just call it a finite set of choices. We talked about the shrinking cracks and how we recede into the cracks. Well, that's true, and it's a very good criticism. I don't think I'm doing that because, one, I'm not holding on to a concept. I'm not changing a concept and then holding on to the concept. I'm not trying to hold on to God, but then redefine God so it fits in the cracks. No, it's more like I see a phenomena, and I use the sun example a lot. I see the sun, and we're whittling it away at what the sun could be. And there is a point at which hopefully we'll get down really close and we can't whittle away anymore, and we'll have grasped the shape of that phenomenon, at least the part that we can sense. And so, we're trying to surround a phenomena and then investigate that phenomena. Now, you can try to surround a phenomena and then restrict it more and more, and then in the end, you find there was no phenomena there. Ether. It's very logical to think that there was an ether. Turns out that there wasn't an ether, at least nothing like what they were thinking, no substance. There might still be something you could call an ether, but that would be kind of specious. I don't think it's that way with will. We sense will, we see the phenomena. There's definitely a phenomena of will. There's a phenomena of apparent choice. And we can't travel time and try again and see if things could go differently. But it still seems like there is choice and is will. So, yes, I look for the explanation of that in the unexplained. So while that can be a fallacy, it can be a problem, it can be a kind of an escapism, it can be holding on to something you just want to believe. I don't think that's true in this case. I'm not doing it because I want to hold on to it. It's just because it's not in the explained parts. We have not explained will. So anything that is unexplained, we know the explanation lies somewhere in the unexplained. So I thought those were good criticisms, but yeah, those are the basic two things. One, there is a defense. It's a danger, but there is a defense. The answer to this problem about where your phenomena goes into the cracks, like trying to redefine God, that's a matter of honesty is the solution. If you are honest with yourself, and I'm being honest with myself about this. And as for my criticism of cause and effect, I don't have some strange theory that there is no cause and effect. And I do believe that there's a force that impels and that you have an equal and opposite reaction. I do believe there is a difference between the action and reaction. And if you look at short enough time scales, you can see these kinds of things. That's just a matter of trying to get people to realize we don't understand as much about cause as we think. So yeah, that's the purpose of that. I know that the thing about pushing the glass, just a bit of it, pushing the glass is still the cause. I agree with that because I believe in will. So obviously, yes, as you tried to mention in the beginning, it's true. Obviously, I do believe that the pushing is the cause. But I just want people to point this out, because we think of cause and then effect, and then in reality the things are together. So that shows an error, some sort of mistake. It shows that cause and effect, the concepts, are an approximation of whatever the phenomena really is. Anyway, thanks for your response. I did enjoy it. I just barely made it in time. All right, cheers.